All right, it's another. Don't forget to breathe. It's been another week, and there's music in the background because I've had one of these afternoons where I've just listened to 80s 80s classics and bangers like this one. But anyway, I was just going to say quickly. I heard later on about Manchester and thoughts thoughts were with the Jewish community of Manchester. More blood on the hands of the traitor. But look, I don't give a shit about that. I'm not here anyway. This is about me. So I've got a big day tomorrow. Got a big day tomorrow. It's the doctor's appointment. I've been waiting so long for this doctor's appointment. It's unbelievable how long I've been waiting for this appointment. So I had the call back with the doctor. I had the call with the doctor. Let me just fucking move that. Yeah, I had the call with the doctor, and during that call, he said that he wanted a face to face with me, so he booked me in. It's tomorrow morning, and I'm curious to hear what he's got to say. I've got a feeling that this is going to be like another beginning, and this will be like the third or fourth one since since I first did my knee. This is going to be like the third or fourth one. Third or fourth start where they're gonna just give me a full health check from top to bottom. But he also said, oh, a big blow before I say this because it just fucking irritates me. He said to me on the phone, he said, looking at your file, it looks like they've messed up your treatment, so we're going to have to fix that. So, yeah. Which is something I've felt certainly for 12 months, almost 12 months, because ever since I spoke to the specialist in November last year, I felt that my practice have essentially ignored me and ignored my issues, even though the specialist turned around and went, "Yeah, you're going to need 2 new knees there, kid." I feel like my practice has just basically ignored me. But this doctor, he's a new doctor. At least he's new to me. I don't know how new he is to the practice, but he's new to me. And he said it looks like they've messed up your treatment, so we're gonna correct that. But I think we're starting again. It's all like blood. I've booked myself in for bloods, but as is the way with the NHS, I mean, me appointments tomorrow. Me appointment to get fucking drained of life fluid is the end of the month. So, my condition, well, I'm expecting them to say, first of all, the knees, they're both fucked. They're both absolutely fucking shot. To the point, like, let's talk about Tuesday, which was what, 3 days ago. And it was a new girl that I've got in the social, and she called me into the social for like a first meeting. And bless her, as soon as I walked through the door, she was basically saying, I think she regretted. I think she absolutely regretted from the start of asking me to come into the office. And one of the first things she said to me was, "We'll do this by video next time," which is what the other guys have done, either video or phone call. It's been like their call, but I haven't been in there for an absolute long time. I haven't been in there, and this new kid asked me to go in. And when she see me hobbling through the door with me walking fucking stick, even the girl in the when I said like I've got an interview, she said it's on the second floor. Yeah, it's on the first floor. She said, "Are you going to be all right getting up and down the stairs?" I went, "I'll get the lift." She went, "But in case we have a fire or something, we'll be able to get down the stairs." And I was like, very slowly. And she was like, I can get her to come down and see it. I'm a proud cunt, and that's most of my problem with this, is that I'm too fucking proud. I just sit around and said to her, I went, "No, I'll fucking, I'll go up and see her." Because I'm just, I've got to lose that. So, so it takes me, I mean, it's only 10 minutes down the road. It's only, the office is only 10 minutes down the road. But I knew the last time I went, it took me 20 minutes to get there the last time I went. So I thought, you know what, I'll give myself half an hour. And I only just managed to get there in half an hour. I got halfway and I needed to stop. And when I looked at my phone, I had 10 minutes to get there. So I couldn't take a rest. I had to keep going. So I was like floored. I was fucking floored by the time I got there. Had the interview, and then I came back again, and it took me a lot longer than half an hour to get back because I wasn't rushing. Gets back in here, a bit out for maybe an hour and a half. I was out for maybe an hour and a half. No more than an hour and a half anyway. Somewhere between at least an hour. Uh, Maybe probably close to an hour and a half. And that was from like leaving the front door to getting back in. The front door was an hour and a half. So, yeah, so I get back in and I just crashed on the couch. And as soon as my ass hit the couch, I fucking cursed myself for not making a cuppa before I sat down because I knew it was going to be a long time before I got back up there. So, needless to say, for the rest of the day on Tuesday, my knees were absolutely fucking killing me. So I get up on Wednesday. I wakes up on Wednesday and I'm lying in bed and I can feel my knees are aching again. So they're aching again all day yesterday. So we're talking like from about midday or early afternoon. Fucking still of night. I love this tune. I haven't heard it in ages since before this afternoon. And there's quite a few songs on this playlist, Spotify playlist. I just went, oh, I'll fucking put that one on. Seen the first like few songs and went, oh yeah, that's that. But as it got in, the fucking songs just got better. So absolute bangers on it. What was saying? Yeah. Anyway, so from Tuesday mid afternoon, when I got back in here, it was probably about 2:30, going on 3. So from about there to this morning, when I woke up this morning, my knees were back to the way they normally feel. As in, like, they're still fucked, but they're not like, I cannot fucking move, fucked. So, for like, just for being out for an hour and a half, put me out of action for 1.5 days, you know. So that, like, you know, that's how bad the knees are. And the girls in the office, they get it, they see it. You know, they fucking see it. They try to help me out as best they can. It's the cunts above them who fucking tell me needs to go back to work. That's basically what they're saying. But I can't walk down the fucking road and they think I can go and fucking work. Some cunts. So he's gonna say about the knees. And I'm bad behind them. And they are bad. I mean, it's strange. It's like since 2021 when I first fucking did my knee, because it was one knee back then. It's not both of them, but it was one knee back then. But when I first did that, this doctor is only the 4th person who seems to side with me, let's say, because I know I worked probably about at least 12 months longer than what I should have fucking worked, but it was more like fucking 18 months working with bad knees and just making it worse because stupidly I thought the fucking my practice had fucking sorted me out, but they didn't. So I think that's what they're gonna. I think that's what he's going to say. One, that's what he's going to say. Two, now mention me sleep, and me sleep's awful. Me sleep's absolutely terrible. It's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning. I've got the doctor's appointment. Now I've got to set an alarm clock for about 7 because it'll take me about 2 hours to get fucking ready, and then I'm going to give myself an hour to actually get there, even though it should really only take me 20 minutes on the bus and what have you, but I'm going to give myself an hour to get there. But yeah, me sleep is just fucking up the wall. So I'll give you an example of this weekend. I got out of bed. Now let's start with Friday night. So I goes to bed Friday night. It was probably, couldn't tell you off the top of my head exactly what time it was, but it's normally round about midnight. It could be anywhere between 11 and 1, but it's normally round about midnight, and more often than not it's before midnight. Last night I was in bed at 11 o'clock, I think it was 10:30, 11 o'clock last night. But it doesn't make any difference what time I go to bed. It just doesn't make any difference what time I go to bed. Because, so I goes to bed Friday, that's what I was saying, wasn't I, Friday? He goes to bed Friday, probably around about midnight. I am still awake. I think it was about 5:30. When I last looked at the clock, it was about 5:30. And I did sleep until about 8:30 when I woke up again. So I lie there in bed. This is on the Saturday morning. I lie there in bed and I'm absolutely fucking knackered. I think I might fall asleep again. But as the morning rolls on, I just get more and more restless. So I'm up. I'll make myself a coffee, and I promise myself I'll go to bed early Saturday night. So I'm just doing things that I normally do, which isn't an awful lot. Listening to music, scrolling social media, playing my guitar, my basses, me doing all that wonderful good stuff. And I know that Saturday as well as football, isn't it? So watching the football and whatever. And I don't know what time I goes to bed. I don't know what time I goes to bed on Saturday night. It is probably the same story as Friday night. I probably went to bed about midnight. So I'm lying there in bed, and I'm trying to switch the fucking brain off, and the brain won't switch off. So I get up Sunday at about, I think it was about 7:30 or something like that. And you might notice that I've just missed. Let me fucking sort my sheets out. You might notice that I've just missed out a little part of that story there. What time I actually fell asleep? I fucking didn't. I was awake all night in bed, and it got to a point. Where I put YouTube on because I just couldn't. I'd had was about no more than 3.5-4 hours sleep on Friday night. I'm lying there at fucking 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday night, Sunday morning, and I just can't. There's no sleep. There's no sleep whatsoever. The brain won't switch off, so I end up putting YouTube on. And like I say, about 7:30, I get out of bed and make myself a coffee. And then I'm absolutely fucking exhausted now. Absolutely exhausted. It's Sunday and I'm absolutely exhausted. Now, I normally watch at the weekends. I watch football, but not this Sunday. This Sunday, I think it was about 3:30. Which when I looked up at the clock and I went, I need to fucking sleep. If I sleep now, I'll fucking wake up in the early hours of the morning. But I'll accept that. I'm thinking like 4, 5 o'clock maybe. To go to bed, I'll get a good fucking 12 hours at least. So I go to bed 3:30. And I do pass out straight away. I wake up again at 7:30. Not the following morning, it's 7:30 in the evening, so I've slept for fucking 4 hours again. So I've gone from Friday evening to Sunday evening, having 2 sleeps for 4 hours, so 8 hours sleep. 8 hours sleep in 3 days, and that's how it goes. That's basically how it goes. Have I slept a decent night's sleep since then? No. I'm getting about 4 hours sleep, if that, a night. And this is something that the doctor's also worried about. He's worried about my sleep. So we will probably go over that, and also my waterworks. That was your thing, because he sent me like questionnaires to fill out, and one of them was like particularly about my waterworks and how I'm doing pissing and all that, which I don't think it's good. I mean, I will on bad nights. I get up, I get up and take a piss. Of a night, about a dozen times when it's bad. When it's not bad, it's only after. You know, it's only half a dozen times. Although I did actually say the other week that I got the results back for them. I did the bowel cancer kit thing, and I got the results back from that, and it was like, thumbs up. Not up your ass, but like they don't do it that way anymore, do they? Which I'm hoping they don't anyway, because fucking I've got a feel. I hope they don't do that anymore, because it's never happened to me before. But I'm fucking nervous about going in to see it tomorrow morning. Before I go to bed, I'm going to be fucking ass before I go to bed. No, I believe it's done with it's done in the bloods now. That up the I think it's. I hope it's not. But yeah, I'm not messing. I'm doing my ass before I go to bed tonight. What was I saying? Yeah, so the bowel cancer. I got thumbs up on the bowel cancer. Which, by the way, as fucked as the waterworks is, the shits are fucking amazing. most guys my age, they don't have solid shits anymore. I fucking when I evacuate, I fucking evacuate. I fucking lose half my weight after a dump. That's saying something. But yeah, no, fucking yeah. It's the diet. It's the proteins. That's what it is. It's the proteins. If you're not having a fucking solid dump, it's because you're not getting enough fucking proteins. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just rambling because I'm avoiding saying the next bit. And the other thing he's concerned about, the other thing that this questionnaire, there was individual questionnaires he wanted me to fill in, and the other one is directed at my mental state, which I've touched on it. I've touched on it a few times in recent months. I've touched on it a few times, and And I've certainly in recent weeks I've slowly started to accept it. That uh, that mentally I'm probably not as stable as I could be, and it's taken a few people to make me realise. It's taken a few people to make me realise this, and we'll see how it goes. Um, I mean, the questionnaire, the questions on this one, it was difficult to answer, but I've answered them as honestly. No, I've answered them honestly, and it didn't make for good reading. It didn't make for good reading. And I know I've said that when the girl from the social said to me, "Take me seriously, you sound like you're suffering from depression," and I eventually googled the symptoms of depression, and um, I said at the time when I first mentioned this, I said at the time that I went through the list, and I answered. It said if you've suffered with any of these symptoms, suffered with 5, 6 or more of these symptoms in the last 2 weeks, you could be suffering from depression. So I went down the list, and I said at the time that I answered yes to all of them except one. And the one I didn't answer, the one that wasn't a yeah is now a yeah, and that was irrational emotions, which in the last couple of weeks has happened a couple of times, and it's just for weird ass shit. So I'm expecting them to flag me mental state, which he actually said to me at the time when I spoke to him on the phone. And he said to me, "You're brave for bringing that up." And I said, "Well, I only brought it up because, the girls told me months ago that I should." And it took her a month to get me to accept it, or at least listen to it. And then it took me a couple of weeks to do something about it. And then it was a few weeks to actually fucking speak to the doctor. So it's been a couple of months, but that was flagged by somebody else, and here we go. We'll find out tomorrow. Speak. Well, I'll get down. I'll get down to the doctors and I'll sit down with them, and we'll see how it goes. But like I say, it's the whole health check. The only thing that we have a thumbs up on at the moment is the bowel cancer. That's the only thing now that we have a thumbs up on. So apart from me conditions, which I've got a feeling I'm going to end up like a fucking rattle after tomorrow, I'm already adding to the fucking 3 pills I take regular. I haven't checked. I haven't checked my blood pressure in a couple of months, so I've no idea what the state of my blood pressure is. I also haven't done my weight in a couple of months, but I did the other day, and I'm just under 19 stone. So that's 5 stone gone since I started. It's at least another 5 stone to go. My immediate aim is to get below 18 stone and below 19 stone. So that's the biggest concern I have outside my own physical and mental state, the biggest concern I have is probably physical state as well, and it really is my weight. It's losing the fuck. I can't lose the belly fat. It's just it's just there. It's just it won't go. Everything else, I mean, even me fucking even me tits are getting fucking less like women's and more like a man's. But yeah, it's the belly fat. So that's what I'm gonna bring up with them is the belly fat. Like I say, it's the other one that concerns me is the sleep. This the sleep is it's not good. Right, so fingers crossed for good news for me for tomorrow. Well, I've got a feeling this is just going to be a month or so of test now, and all I really want to do is buy a bottle of whiskey and just fucking knock the lad away. That's all. There's that mental state. But that's all I'm thinking about. That's all I'm thinking about at the minute is like I've got fucking money going out, money, and I'm thinking, well, if I don't do this, then I can buy a bottle of whiskey. If I don't do this, I can buy a bottle of whiskey. But honestly, that's all I'm fucking thinking about. I just want to. Oh, when are we? Thursday. So just like tomorrow night, even after speaking to the doctor, I just think that I might well disappear off to the fucking off to the offie, and get myself a bottle of whiskey. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? I guess I better go and fucking do my ass because I'm I'm not letting them come up with a fucking shit stained finger. So on that note, I'm out. Look after yourself, lovely bye.